everyone, welcome back to Teen Talks, the podcast where we keep it real and we talk about the stuff that actually matters. I'm Glenda Coca, and today's topic is something that affects us, all of us, all over the world: social media and mental health.
Oh yeah, were you in TikTok, Instagram or Facebook, it's hard to imagine life without social media. But lately, people have started asking what is all this oil doing to our minds?
Exactly, like we love the trends, the viral dances, but there's another side, the one that nobody wants to talk about: anxiety, pressure, and even loneliness.
Yeah. So in this episode, we're gonna explore how it all started and how our mental health has changed over time, and what the real pros and cons are. Plus, we are going to share some personal reflections at the end with one powerful conclusion.
Sounds deep, but fun. So let's jump in.
Alright, first thing, how did people even discover that social media affects mental health?
So it all begins around the early 2010s. Psychologists started noticing patterns like people spending more time online were showing higher levels of anxiety, loneliness, and depression.
Yeah, and later, studies confirm it. One famous study by the University of Pennsylvania in 2018 actually proved that limiting social media use to 30 minutes a day could significantly improve well-being.
That's wild. So basically, the more time we spend scrolling, the more likely we are to feel anxious or unhappy.
Exactly, and platforms are designed to be addictive. The constant notifications, the likes, the trigger dopamine in our brain, like a mini reward system. It's like social media became this invisible experiment and we are all the test subjects. Honestly, I have felt when I spend too much time online, I start comparing myself even when I don't mean to. But when I take breaks, I feel calmer and more confident.
Okay, let's go back in time for a second. How was mental health before social media even existed? Back then, people still have problems like stress, anxiety, insecurities, but they didn't have 24/7 access to everyone else's lives.
Alright, let's talk about both sides, the good and the bad. Let's start with the positive. Social media can be amazing. It helps people stay in touch, share creativity, and even learn new skills. During the pandemic, social media literally helped people survive emotionally. We stay connected through videos, challenges, and supporting communities. Let's not forget activist hashtags like mental health awareness have given people a voice and a platform that's powerful.
But of course, there's the dark side: cyberbullying, hate comments, body image pressure, fake lives. All of that can destroy someone's self-esteem. And what's scarier is that most people don't even realize how addicted they are. One quick scroll turns into 3 hours.
And then you feel tired, you feel guilty and unproductive. It's like emotional junk food. Feels good in the moment but drains you later. Today we're going to interview some university students and hear what they think. So here we have Adrian. And do you think social media can affect our mental health in a negative or in a positive way?
Well, in my opinion, social media is not something that affects. To me, it's a way of communication. It depends on how people use it. As an example, in the positive way, people use it for communication, for share their favorite moment, and to be like in touch with people. But in a negative way, they depend on that. Depend on what people think, or the messages, the posts, the comments. They are just 24/7 thinking about how the people react about the post and the things. So the people get emotionally depend on posts and on social media because of their own attitudes. if you have your screen time like in such well organized, you can use your cell phone and social media the way that you want. But just be careful with the time that you use it because it is so addictive that your emotions can be like in addiction. You can suffer anxiety or depression because of that.
Okay, thank you. Do you think that social media can affect our mental health in a positive or negative way?
I think it depends on the balance. I think that if you have a good use to the app or something, you will have positive effects.
Do you think that social media can affect our mental health in a positive or negative way?
I think so because it affects in a negative way because you can have problems to sleep and also you can have anxiety.
Before we wrap up today's episode, let's take a moment to really reflect. We talk about how social media affects our mental health, but what does that actually mean for us? As teens, as students, as people try to figure things out. Sometimes we scroll so much that we forget to stop and ask ourselves, how is this making me feel?
For me, social media is like a double-edged sword. I love it because it inspires me, but it also distracts me. I learned to use it consciously, not constantly.
I agree. I have started following accounts that make me feel bad, and I started following ones that motivate me. And that small change really helps.
Indeed, I have noticed that when I spend time offline, like reading or walking outside, my mood is so much better. It's like giving my brain a break.
Exactly. We just have to remember that it's not real life. People post their highlights, not their struggles. And the key is balance. Take breaks, talk to real people, go outside, and don't let the number or likes define your worth.
To wrap up today's episode, let's take a moment to breathe and really think about everything we talk about. Social media is such a big part of our lives. It's where we laugh, learn, share, and sometimes even cry. But after we all said what we can truly take from this, what's the lesson we want everyone listening to remember?
I think the biggest lesson is that social media itself isn't bad. It's just powerful. It has the power to build us up, but it can also break us down if we let it. When I was younger, I used to compare myself to every person I saw online. If someone looked better, dresses better, or seemed happier, I immediately felt like I wasn't enough. To took me a long time to realize that what I seen was just surface, just highlights. People most the moment to want others to see, not necessarily is the reality of them.
For me, social media is something that disconnects me from reality. I spent hours scrolling pictures, watching videos, and suddenly I realized I hadn't talked to anyone all day. And I felt like I was surrounded by people online, but still alone in real life. So I started making small changes. I set the screen limits, turned off some notifications, and take time for real conversations with my family, with my friends, with myself. And I can honestly say that I feel better when I am not constantly online. I actually noticed that the world around me is better without being online. Social media is part of our world,
But it shouldn't be part of our world.
Disconnect from social media and reconnect with yourself.
Well, and that was a real talk.
Hope you enjoy it.
See you next time.
Bye!